about the delay. I don't know why that keeps doing that, but it is what it is. So, as Emily Terry just hits one out of bounds, but Dave and I were talking a little in the off. I mean, if Hermantown gets on a roll, they could run off some points here, but right now it seems to be mostly Casson. So as Kendra Senzel takes the pass, going outside to Peyton Seuss, and Peyton Seuss absolutely crushes number 13, their setter.
Yeah, and it seems to be that's their go-to player there. It's senior Jordan Thomas.
6-foot senior.
Yeah. Well, they have her in at 6 foot. I can't think. I don't know.
Their whole front line's almost 6 foot.
Yeah. If she's 6 foot, their whole front line's 6 foot.
Bailey Berge with the ace, feet in the back line.
Yeah. And there we are. I mean, what a great serve by Bailey Berge. That even messed up the libero, and like you said, she is passing times.
Yeah,
right
she's
now,
been strong. She's been strong. Berge now again with the pass. Going up, nice roller, and gets another ace.
So he hits it behind the libero, and then the next serve hits the net and in front of the libero. So doesn't our statistician look happy over there?
He does. I think he looks happier with us. So Bailey Berge now again with a nice serve, and the libero kind of choking on that a little bit, going outside to Kendra. Kendra picks it up, going to Peyton Seuss. Peyton has to move
just a hair off, but got him in the net. Just a hair off on that set, but Peyton did a great job adjusting for that.
And this is all Casson right now, Dave.
Yep. This is 17-9, Darren. You getting goosebumps yet, buddy?
I know.
I know.
So
let's not jinx ourselves.
Bailey gonna get another ace, or it's gonna be free ball back actually. Picked up by Ellie Schultz, and the dump. What a great time for a dump.
Boy, that is for sure. Boy, Maddie was coming hard and kept the block there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's that. We can give that kill to Abby, but really Maddie deserved that too, because, boy, that blocker would not go up with that center because of Abby, or without Maddie driving so hard to the net.
Berge now with the serve again. Nice serve by Berge, going right after the libero.
Wow.
She's saying, I'm pretty good too. I'll serve you. As they go outside and just get it in. Bailey got called off that one.
Yeah, and they were there. They were there for the ball. They just called out, and it just so happened where it falls in. Sometimes that happens.
So we got KM 18, Hermantown 10. Serves up, picked up by Stenzel. Going backside to Peyton Seuss. Peyton with a nice cut shot. Going to keep Hermantown way off balance. Picked up again by Berge. Going there to Peyton. Peyton has to just tip it. And how that wasn't a lift, I have no idea. It don't have to be pretty.
Shivered somewhere.
Yeah, it don't have to be pretty, does it, Dave?
No, it does not.
So Hermantown again struggling with their pass, and that's kind of exactly what we thought might happen here. And I tell you what, nice speed from the Bigelow sisters.
That was a good-looking play right there.
As Maddie comes into right in the middle for a quick and hits that back corner.
Yep. Great play.
Abby Bigelow now with the serve, and all kinds of trouble passing on the Hermantown side.
They've got a lot of lefties.
They sure do. We're going to have to free it back over. Ellie frees it over to Hermantown. Hermantown's going to go front middle to number 1, and she's got a cannon, but Berge picked it up, able to free ball it back over, and this is a good point to win right here. Oh, and that was a big cut by that number 1, Sierra Bowen.
They called it down, but somebody was in the net. I believe it was us, so
yeah,
don't really matter, but boy, does she have a cannon.
Yeah, she had some snap on that ball, and I tell you, it was good. As Hermantown serves the ball, picked up by Berge. Going back to Peyton. Peyton hits the back line, gets the kill.
Boy, that is just looking good, too. I mean, you can tell we've played in, and somebody was bringing up, too, that, we start off in the, Mayo Civic Center, which is a lot like this.
Very much.
Yeah,
very
and
much like
sport
this.
Court and everything, and so kind of a, whoop.
As Peyton with the serve hits the top 8.
Yeah, but 21-12. I mean, well, you couldn't have asked for a better start if you were at them, could you?
Well, I mean, I think we were down 1-3 though early.
Yeah, but I'll take 21-12 and down 1-3.
You bet. As we overpass, they get called on a lift,
which was the right call.
Yep, it was. It was the right call. As Hermantown has the serve now.
She had to go way up high to try to get that ball.
Good pass by Berge. Nice pass
perfect
by
pass.
Berge. Going to be pushed over by Riker. Going out and out of bounds it goes.
Boy, that's just great talk, though.
Yep.
Great talk all the way around that.
That was. Berge was ready to take it, and she got called off and ducked it out, and out of bounds it went. As Maddie Bigelow now with the serve. Serves up by Maddie. Good float serve by Maddie. Going to pull the setter way out from Hermantown. Hermantown going outside.
Got to go over.
Oh, that was off the tip.
Oh.
Yep.
I would have called a swing at it.
Oh. Going to be pushed over by Hermantown. Now back on KM side. Go in the middle to Terry. Terry off. A Hermantown player gets a kill.
Boy, another gorgeous time there. Good job by Emily Terry running that quick out of the middle, and it's a good job of Abby setting it.
Abby's finding her range very nice.
23 to 13. Boy, again, you couldn't have had a better start than this. So.
Oh yeah, this is kind of what I thought would happen. Just looking at the quality of opponents that Hermantown faced. Now there's a lot of game left, folks.
Yeah, a lot of game, and I, again, I'm kind of actually surprised because their QRF is even better than ours. So the quality of opponents they do, but I don't think we get enough credit. We beat each other up down there. I think,
right
in the south. A little bit, but
yeah, when you got Kenyans and Stewartvilles and Byrons and all these, and I mean, let's face it, we played Hayfield, which was one game away themselves, and
yeah.
I mean, it's a tough battle down there.
It is a tough battle down there. So. Well, here we go. Now they're back on the court. Adam is smartly just taking all the time that he can.
Let him think about it a little bit.
Yes, I know, and I know Caroline Braun was a little under the weather there last night, so she seems to be bouncing back pretty well. So
she looks a little pale.
Yeah.
Again, Maddie with the serve. Good serve by Maddie. Going to pull the setter way out again. Going over, just rolls it and gets it down.
Yeah, that was, I ain't going to say there was anything pretty about that shot other than the fact that it went down, and that's really all that matters. But that was a nice little kill there for Ellie Gamrot. She's kind of a middle hitter, but she actually got to swing on the outside there.
She's got a little trigger on her too, that Emily. But serves up, taken by Peyton Suez. Going backside to Jess Riker. Jess just kind of rolls it over. Going to go outside Hermantown. Picked up by Berge. Going outside to Carolyn Braun. And double block down by number 10. Same one that just got the kill. Ellie Garnett.
Yeah, good job, Bo. I mean, they moved it around a little bit, and Caroline was open on the outside, but they put up a huge double block. Their big number 13 is there, and they've closed it now within 7. So
they did.
Hermantown gets that, but their number 13, that Jordan Thomas, she's something.
Yeah, she's a solid ball player for Hermantown.
And this is a big front row for them. So
Hermantown with the serve again, picked up by Peyton.
And
Emily Terry with hang time going off the block.
Yeah, and what that was, she went up and just waited for them to start coming down, and then just looked like she was swinging into the crowd there.
As we're at game point, all the Casson fans on their feet for the first set here. Good serve by Kendra Senzel, and I don't know how that drained over on us, but it did.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. That's something, though, that Emily's just got to eat up. I mean, she has just got to go get that.
Yeah, that dropped right in between, right over the net between Emily and Caroline. Serves up by Hermantown, taken by Berge, going to be pretty tight. And big number 10 pushes it back over to Abby as Abby tried to dump it.
Yeah, Abby hasn't seen that big of a block, I think, in a while. That's a 6'2", 6'2", 6'1" girl sitting right next to each other. So that makes a big old difference.
We got to pass it off the net just a little bit more. Maybe not quite that far, but as Peyton Suez takes a back shot from the back row, going to the middle, just going to be rolled over. Going over, and what a smart play by Abby seeing the court.
Yeah, good job. Finishes up 25 to 18 in the first.
Abby with a dump to close it out. And I tell you what, good strong showing for the first set for the Comets.
Yes, I will say the same. A very good strong showing for the Comets there. Looks like everything's going just kind of clicking, but it just kind of took it off right where we left off against Plainview. Elgin Millville there. That PEM was everybody says, well, geez, Penn wasn't that good. Penn was a good team. I mean,
yeah, Penn was a great team.
You know, Penn would fit in just fine up here at the state level, and they were a good team, and we're just playing that well right now, I think. And now, knock on wood, obviously, but let's continue to play that well. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we really are, Dave. We're playing our best ball right now, and I mean, I would have never thought it, like you said, 6 weeks ago, and the girls got focused, we got healthy, and what a difference that's making.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and that, like you said, the biggest difference there was Bailey Berge actually getting in the game, and I'll tell you what, the first, I bet you 8 to 10, even 12 games, I complained about we couldn't even pass a free ball up to the net. I mean, I don't know how many times. Remember, I mean, we'd get a free ball over, and we couldn't even pass a free ball there for the longest time. So it's just very nice to actually see Bailey is really coming in and helping out and doing a good job with it. So really like seeing Bailey and getting this situated. So we got some stats here for the game, and go ahead, Darren, if you want to go over them.
So we'll take a look as Maddie Bigelow has a couple kills. Abby Bigelow has a couple kills on some dunks. Emily Terry with 3 kills on 5 attempts, hitting 400. Peyton Seuss with 8 kills on 13, hitting 538. And that's pretty outstanding. Abby Bigelow also with 12 set assists. And for digs, we got Peyton Seuss with 3, Bailey Berge with 3, Abby Bigelow with 2, and Kendra Senzel with 2. And I tell you what, we got a couple blocks on it as well.
Yeah, and if you look up here, you got, I believe, number 13, Jordan Thomas is what's leading their way with 5 kills and 1 set, or what? No, I'm sorry, 1. Yeah, 4. Or I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, bottom line in this one, for the first set, we hit 367. And they hit 164, and you're going to win every game on that.
Yeah, yes, you are. And they got a couple hitters right now hitting in the negatives, and that's obviously not good. But
serves up, taken by Ellie. Good pass by Ellie. And nice. Emily Terry almost able to sneak it through. They found a way to get it back out.
Again,
going to Peyton.
Piggyback.
Nice setup, Piggy, and Peyton Seuss just hits it out.
And again, that piggyback is a quick. They run that quick, and then they run Seuss right behind the quick, and to demolish that. So good job there.
Berge with a nice pass. Good dump by Abby.
There is no answer to that dunk right now, is there? Unless they get a block, Abby is going straight down with it.
Why wouldn't you?
So, well, exactly. That's her 3rd kill of the game already.
Yeah, the only time she got blocked is when the ball was very, very tight.
It looked like it was going to be an overpass.
Berge with a nice solid serve, pulls the center way out.
Oh, Emily.
Abby almost blocks it straight down. Berge picks it up, going outside to Peyton, but Peyton has to free ball it over. Going to the middle and scoops it through number 1, Sierra Bolin.
Yeah, Sierra, that was a nice play there by Sierra. That's her 3rd kill of the game. And, real good job, by Sierra on that. So, I didn't know if you wanted this.
And again now, Hermantown with the serve. Serves up by the libero, picked up by Ellie. Going backside to Peyton, and blocked back at her. I don't know if that one even cleared the net, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know either, but, this is one of these situations here. Now we're breathing some life into Hermantown. And now, granted, we started 3-1 last game, too, so let's see what happens here.
Ellie with a nice pass, going for the dump again, but didn't quite get it, and
Adam is not happy about those two getting on Bailey there a little bit. Bailey was yelling go instead of going herself, and but nothing wrong. I mean, that was right between 2 players.
Yeah.
They just miscommunicated it.
Yep. Bailey, you could tell Bailey was frustrated with herself. Peyton Seuss going backside off the high hands, picked up by Hermantown. Hermantown going through, picked up by Berge, but we got in the net,
Maddie
Bigelow in the net.
Well, nothing on there. All of a sudden, though, we're down 5-1.
We sure are, and I tell you what, you don't want to breathe them any fire. As good pass by Ellie going outside to Maddie. Maddie over the high, hits the libero right in the chest. And then the 13 just tried rolling it over, and she rolled it to the bottom of the net.
Yeah, and you know, you can't have that in tournaments like this. You got to make those plays. You got somebody on the fence like that, and you got to push them over. So
Abby Bigelow with the serve, serves it 5 feet out of the bounds to the side.
yeah, I don't know. They got to just refocus on that. I know she's going for a spot there, but when you just get done with a 5-1 run, try to get that one in.
She was going after that number 11, just what we talked about, Dave, the 12 and 11.
Yeah.
Jess Riker hitting over the high hands,
That
picked
could
up
be
by
trouble.
Hermantown. Going to be pushed. Good pick up there and blocked by Peyton Seuss. Free ball over to Hermantown. Hermantown having all kinds of problems. Number 1 just rolls it over, picked up by Schultz. Going backside to Peyton Seuss.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that was a great decision by Abby.
Peyton Seuss says, you know, maybe we can do this here. So, she says, enough of this tippy-tap stuff. Let's end this point.
Yep,
And for that, though, she gets rewarded and goes back to serve here.
Sure does. So Peyton now with the serve. Peyton with the high serve,
That's
and
a
she
great
gets
serve.
it.
Yeah, that caught both white lines
I
there
do.
in the back corner.
Yep.
That is a tough serve right there.
That was. I tell you what, that was absolutely the last square quarter inch
Yeah,
of the
you
court.
cannot. I mean, we were talking sport quarter or foot by foot, and it hit the outside of that. So
Peyton again going with a hard serve, and this one's going to be tough to get back. And they can't get it back. And I tell you what, Casson all over keeping them out of balance with the hard serve.
yeah, I mean, and Adam's willing to give up the missed ones for that. So
You bet. Peyton Seuss now with the serve again. Ooh, and hits the bottom of the net as there's a little heckling coming from the back of the crowd there, but
yeah, it happens.
it happens.
You know, it ain't the first time Peyton has been.
No,
so.
no, I'm sure. I'm sure she's been heckled a few times. As we got Hermantown 7, Casson 5. Serves up, taken by Abby Bigelow,
Good pass
going,
by Maddie.
or by Maddie, sorry. Maddie to Abby, to Jess Riker, and Jess Riker off the right side gets the kill.
Riker just crushed that. And I'll tell you what, talk about an emotional leader on
Oh,
the court.
yeah.
She comes down. I think she jumped higher celebrating that jump than when she did it when she hit it. So.
Maddie Bigelow now with the serve. Hermantown going to the middle and off the hands of Carolyn Braun and finds the floor.
Yeah, and you know what? That's going to happen quite a bit, I'll be honest. With these 6-foot hitters, and Carolyn's been blocking pretty well, but
She has.
I'll tell you what, when you got that middle hitter and she's going to hit, she will find a way to get right over the top of Caroline.
Hermantown now with the serve again, picked up by Berge, going to pull Abby way out. Nice swing over by Carolyn, but she's way off the net. Going to Hermantown, and Hermantown gets called for the double.
Yeah, and just like that, 7-8, Casa Manorville behind Hermantown.
After we breathe a little life into them, we got to step on the jugular again here.
Yeah.
So as Kendra Senzel comes in to serve, good serve by Kendra. Going nice pass by Hermantown. Going outside. Nice pickup by Berge. Going outside to Caroline. Caroline with a nice pickup. Going over. Pushed over by Abby. Hermantown side now going backside. Good swing. Picked up by Peyton Seuss. Going. Oh, thought we were going to do a back row attack. Peyton had to just push it over. And that one's going out of bounds. Good eye by Bailey Berge.
Great eye by Bailey Berge. Put both feet on the line there, ready to pass that ball. Notice it was going out and just laid up on it. So
she's
great,
moving.
great job.
She's moving very, very well.
Yeah.
Kendra now again with the serve. Serves up. Going to pull Hermantown way outside. Going to their number 10, just pushes it over. Picked up by Kendra Stenzel. Kendra going to Emily Terry. Couldn't quite find the floor. Going back to... went back.
Off the intent of it.
Yep. Went back to Carolyn Braun. Carolyn Braun got blocked back down and couldn't quite pick it up.
Yeah, boy, they use that number 10, Ellie Gamrot, quite a bit there in the front row. So she's a 6'2" middle hitter, and I'll tell you what, she's got some hops too.
Emily Terry hits the back line, and I tell you what, you talk about a quick play. Emily serve received that from about the 8-foot line.
Yeah.
And it was a low pass, and Abby puts it right in her wheelhouse, and she just crushed it down.
Yeah, great play, both sides of it, both of them.
Absolutely. Ellie Schultz now with the serve. Good serve by Ellie. Gonna keep, looks like they were keeping him off balance, but a real nice hit by number 10. Nice off-speed cut.
Yeah, great hit by number 10. I think she was really struggling there in the first game. She was actually hitting in negative 250, if I'm not mistaken. So
Emily Gerhardt.
yeah,
Garmhart.
So
Something like that. Kendra Senzel takes the serve receive, going out to Peyton Seuss, and Peyton Seuss just cutting around that block.
boy, they just haven't seen a hitter like Peyton Seuss, I think,
She-
or really Emily too. They're running. I don't think they've seen this fast of an offense here for a while. So.
I tell you what, the way Peyton's cutting around it, she's like a Ginsu knife out there. As we got Bailey Berge up to serve now. Berge with a nice serve. Going to the middle, big one. Just trying to tip it over. Peyton falls down. I think she's okay. Not 100% sure. Looks
Yeah,
like
she
it.
is.
And Hermantown hits it out of bounds, and yeah, she looks fine.
Yeah.
Peyton looks fine. She just tripped up on some feet there, so. It's never good when our tall girls go down.
No, you just never know it, especially when they're at the net. You just don't know if they twisted something or what. So
Bailey
so many
Berge now
times
with
you
the
land
serve.
on ankles.
Bailey Berge with a nice serve. Probably would have floated out of bounds,
Yeah.
but skimmed off a Hermantown player.
Yeah, and that went to number 11 there. Again, that's where they're serving. I hate to say it, it wasn't hard to pick her out. You know?
No, it isn't hard to pick 11 and 12 out as they're not the most athletic.
Yeah, well, but you just, I mean, right away you saw how nervous they were.
Yeah. Bailey Berge.
Auto rotation. Oh, Ellie
came
Schultz
up.
seems to be on the other side of Kendra.
Okay.
That's all right. That's a big point, but 12-11 now, Hermantown.
Boy, that's our first rotation call I've seen in a long
And that's a good, yeah.
Yep.
And that was just Ellie Schultz. She knew it as soon as it happened.
Yep. Ooh. And Peyton might have just hit that one a bit out of bounds as I think it flew into the
She
stand.
said she was trying to go for the touch. Oh,
Yeah.
Peyton even says, I thought there was a touch. So,
I don't think that's not the way that went.
I don't know. Yeah, unless it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
Yeah.
walking on the other side. You never know.
As we got all knotted up at 12 here in the second. And Casson doing a good job. Ooh, little high off the ball there. Berge overpassed it. Nice pickup by Seuss. Going outside to Maddie Bigelow. Nice cut around the block. And trying for the push. And down it goes. And I don't think that cleared the tape anyway. I think the ball, I don't think that was.
Yeah, the refs are a little confused. She's calling in. This guy over here is calling out, which he had no call.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're talking.
Well, and I'm not going to lie, folks. The gal that they got running the corner over there has seen way too many games. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to say it.
Oh,
I watched the ref.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
the
in or
last
out
game
or
and,
what here. So they're
and
going
the
to decide.
And the up ref had to
She's
overrule
calling.
her a couple times.
Yeah, they are.
But I
gonna
think
do that.
I think the call was right as Casson gets the point.
So Jess Riker checks in now on the front row. Abby goes back to serve.
Abby serving, and Abby's going to get another ace. I think that's Abby's third ace on the night.
Oh, and that is a Shankopotamus going on over there. We got the Hawks are really struggling with their passing right now.
Yep. And
Goes right back at her.
yeah, going right back, going to just push it over for a free ball. And we just got to do better with our free balls, Dave. Plain
Well,
and
I
simple.
jinxed us. That's my bad.
Yeah. Going backside, Hermantown. Good pick up by Ellie. Good job. Good communication there by the Comets to get it back over.
Roll shot.
Oh, and number one coming with a big hit. Just gets it off Maddie's hands.
Boy, and I'm going to tell you right now, that number one there for Hermantown, Sierra Bolin, she has got to be the most athletic girl out on the court right now.
Oh,
that play right there was unbelievable.
It sure was. Going backside to Peyton. Peyton says, I can do it too.
And I'm not saying Peyton's not athletic, but I'm saying that girl just made an athletic play on that ball. But Peyton Seuss says, hey, let's watch this. Now let's see something in system. And that Sierra Bolin, she did an out-of-system hit there on that quick. That was very athletic. Very, very athletic.
As Adams coaching the young libero, Bailey Berge, to stay back so she don't get pinched. in these big hitting games, libero's got to stay deep on this stuff.
Yeah, he goes off the block. He's trying to get that,
Yep.
make sure that play is coming off the block here. So
Peyton Seuss with a nice serve going back. Good up by Berge. Going outside to Carolyn Braun. Carolyn Braun with a nice
just
swing.
squeezes it.
And it's going to not. Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's
just
got
makes
it.
it over. Got to use it up here. There it is. Didn't
Another
quite
quick
find it.
attack.
Out of bounds it goes off the block. And I tell you what, the girls are fired up.
Oh, that was a big fired up there. I don't know what everybody was sure, but they waited for the line judge call on that. So.
They did.
Good job.
As we had all 6 Comet players around that line.
Yeah, yeah. They had a great view.
Hermantown trying to dump, picked up by Seuss, going outside to Carolyn Braun. Carolyn Braun with a nice up shot. Carolyn having one of her better games. Bailey's got to stay a little deeper as we didn't quite get the pass we wanted. Nice swing over by Jess Riker, but couldn't quite find it. Got a nice play set up here for Carolyn Braun. Good pick up off the block for Maddie Bigelow. Wow, and this is one heck of a rally as they're going backside. Hermantown. Berge sets it up. Good pass. Going backside to Peyton, and big number 1 puts it right back at us.
Yeah, I don't think it was going over, but it didn't matter. Number 1 was right there, so I think it caught her through the net. But good job there by Hermantown to just get that. But I don't know. I mean, God, you got Jess on one side and Caroline on the other. I don't think there was any need to go back row.
No.
But, you got to mix it up.
Bailey pulling the setter out to the 11-foot line. Caroline going for the high hands, but couldn't quite get them.
Yep. One thing about Caroline, she's going to swing.
Yeah.
That's what she's going to do, and that's what Adam likes about her. She's going to swing.
As we got KM 16, Hermantown 15. Hermantown serve, picked Bailey with the receive. Good pass by Berge. Going to Jess Riker. Jess Riker swinging for the fences right now.
Yeah.
She is swinging. And Jess hits it a little out of bounds, and now we're all tied up at 16.
Yeah, and this is just kind of what, this is the fault of Cassidy is we do swing out a few times. We kind of get stuck in a rotation or two. So,
Serves
of
up.
course, every team does.
Berge with a nice pass can be pushed. There it is. The lift call on Hermantown gives us the point there as Maddie Bigelow just pushes it over.
Yeah, and that was a great play, actually.
Yeah, it was a smart spot. Maddie Bigelow with a nice serve down, going backside Hermantown. Going to be picked up by Abby Bigelow. Set up to Carolyn. Carolyn going high off the hands. Great job by Emily reading that middle. Going up. Nice pass by Peyton Seuss again. Jess Riker just having to flick it over on that one. And the same thing back to us. On our side now, going back row to Peyton Seuss. And Peyton Seuss just cutting the block.
Right there, that was a big back row hit. I mean, that thing hit about 14, 15 feet down. And you got to be up in the air to get that ball. So great job by Peyton Seuss on that. So 18-16.
Maddie Bigelow with the serve, moving the Hermantown defense all over the place. Oh my God. Great one-armers. Awesome job keeping that one in play. And and I tell you what, that 13's played a lot of ball because she sees the open court well for Hermantown.
And she is finding the open spots right now. So, there's no love lost when she goes to back row. Right now, she's in position 2 in the front. So, we'll see if we can stay with it. She is by far their most consistent hitter.
Berge with a nice pass and Emily Terry with a nice kill. And I tell you what, the sets are perfect to the middle right now, David.
Boy, it starts with the passing.
It does.
I mean, she is not moving. I mean, she is just standing there. And when you get to stand there and set, it makes things a whole lot easier.
It sure does. As Kendra Sendel
I got a feeling
comes
there's
in
a
to
dump coming, too.
I do, too. Nice pushback, and I think that was all Abby Bigelow.
Well, I think between the two of them, maybe Emily got a little bit of a touch on it.
Yeah,
good job on that.
Nice seal on the block there.
Yeah, Hermantown says, let's slow this thing down a little bit. 20-17.
Yep, and I tell you what, Dave, pretty good looking ball right now that we're playing, and we're cleaning it up from the first half of the set.
I would say so. Those first few points, you just never know. But I think Peyton Seuss got through the front row only getting set once or twice. You don't see that very often in that the first 3 rotations. So.
Right, and I tell you what, they look good. everything's going well. A couple of the ones that Hermantown hit, just were kind of. I mean, I'm gonna call it some of them more sloppy, and our passing was a little off in the first half of the set, but we've cleaned that up a lot, and passing has tightened up. I mean, we were overpassing, we were shanking a little bit, and now we've cleaned it up nice.
Yeah, very nice. Here we are. Again, the student section is just getting alive here, trying to come alive. They got a nice student section on this side. They've got the Hawaiian theme going, which, why not? So, Hermantown's far enough north where everybody's staying the night, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Kendra with the serve. Hermantown going to go to the middle attack. Going to try tipping it again. Nothing happening there. Bergey's going to free ball it over. Hermantown going to the backside attack this time. Good swing. And what I tell you what, by Bailey at the 1-inch line coming up, but just couldn't quite keep it off the floor. And I tell you, what a heck of an effort there.
Great effort by Bailey. Had it, and actually a nice up. I think Abby got the first up and shot into the net, but a great effort for Bailey to try to keep that alive.
Number 11 out serve. Bailey with a decent pass. Going to be out back row attack for Peyton Seuss. And finds the floor, and Peyton is just cutting around the block.
Well, and immediately points right at Abby as just an absolute perfect set there.
Yep.
Great job, and right now, things are clicking. There's no doubt about it. Let's finish this game off, though.
I know it. Ellie Schultz.
We've seen this too many times, haven't
we?
I
Tell you what, that's crazy. They're pushing.
Look at that.
What a great nice decision.
Nice little 31 there. And Emily, how hard she drove the middle there, actually drew that block tremendously there.
That was all Emily to open up Peyton on that one, and Peyton had no blocker on her.
No blocker on a 31. You know what? That's not good for the other team. No. I'm just going to flat out tell you. So, and Peyton Seuss has a wide open net.
That's not a good thing for the defense. It's
not good for the defense. Yeah, you can dig yourself in and hope, but it's not a good thing. So,
well, as Hermantown calls their last time out here, and Casson 22, Hermantown 18. And the girls looking like they're having some fun, Dave, loosening up a little bit.
Well, as they should. Look at even our statistician is over there trying to wave us down or something. He was whistling over there. So, boy, great job here by the Comets coming out strong. Really looking like the seat that they are, a number 3 seat. This is what's supposed to happen.
Absolutely.
I got to admit, I thought Hermantown, when you look at their size, you look at their ability, you look at their record, I thought they'd be probably a little better than this.
And Dave,
they're really missing, I think, one real solid player to go all the way around. They have to kind of change things, and it's kind of costing the game right now. So
sure is.
Ellie Schultz is back to serve.
Ellie with a nice short serve, and she's finding the floor for the ace.
It's anywhere but the libero. It's basically you can serve there. So
and they found her. They found the weak links right away on the serve receive for Hermantown. As Ellie serves again.
There it is
and
again.
Boy, I tell you what, that's another ace for Ellie.
Again, anywhere but the libero right now. If I was the libero, I think I would just go stand in the middle of the court and let everybody else, and let's see.
Maybe go to a single-person serve receive.
A one-person serve receive here.
As KM with their second game point of the second match point of this game. And, nice pickup by Bergey, laying clear out. And here comes again, picked up by Bergey. Going out to Peyton, and Peyton going,
that's all right.
And one more time. There it is.
Bounces it off.
Bounces right off 11, and that's who we've went at all
night long. And it's not a big secret. Like I said, I'm going to say, I've coached a lot of volleyball, and you can see a lot of players, but it took me about 30 seconds to figure out who to go after on this, and it probably took Adam about 20. So, it's not hard. And
I don't know what took you guys so long, because it took me about 10.
Well, we like to be sure of ourselves.
Well, you don't want to make a wrong judgment.
We don't want to go off the cuff like you do, by God.
So I was kind of hoping they were going to bring our stats down again.
Yeah, they will. They most certainly will.
But,
boy, great job here, and the fans are just ready to burst, but there's just no points to burst right now. We're playing such clean ball.
Oh, we are playing clean ball. And, Dave, I think you talked about it earlier. It's playing in that HBL conference that we play in, because I'm telling you what, Stewartville is a top 5 team in this state. There is no doubt about it. We are a top 5 team in the state, and Kenyon Wanamingo, it probably, like you said, we might be playing for second. I'm hoping we're playing for first, but it's going to be a battle.
You figure it out too, even in D1 there, the teams that we've played, right? Hayfield, Caledonia, and, I'm sorry, we didn't play Caledonia, but you got Hayfield and BA in that.
Yeah.
And both those teams in 1A had beat us. Now, obviously, we weren't playing our best ball, but against Hayfield, it was our last game kind of thing. So thank you.
So, as we come through now, and I'll just go off and read a few of these stats, as Maddie Bigelow now with 4 kills on 6 attempts, hitting .667. Abby Bigelow now with 3 kills and 24 set assists. Emily Terry, 5 kills on 9 attempts, hitting .444. Peyton Seuss, 15 on 28 swings, hitting .357. Carolyn Braun had 3 errors in that one, so she hit a negative .273. We hit .246. And as far as digs, Bailey Berge now with 10 digs on the night. Peyton Seuss with 7. So just taking a look, at how Hermantown's doing. They got 3 girls hitting negative right now, and they're hitting a 136 as a team. And I'm going to take the 246 over the 136, Dave.
I'm going to take the our 1 girl being negative to their 3 girls being negative. That's just not a great idea to do that. But wow, what a great outing right now for the Comets. Doing very well. Adam, the one thing I know, I've talked to Adam before about this, and he's, you think, well, we've just won 2. What do we do? Do we start the sub? No. He's like, any team anymore, you give up a little bit of momentum. We saw it in Plainview. You get up a little bit of momentum, and bam, all of a sudden the team's going to beat you. So
I hate to jinx us, but I hope we can get out the broom tonight, Dave, and get out of here in a quick hurry and get Carolyn rested up. And
yeah, it sure wouldn't hurt any, that's for sure. So here we are, the start of the 3rd set.
Ellie Schultz with the serve, going backside to Hermantown was. Now we're going outside to Peyton. Peyton with a nice shot. Emily Terry couldn't quite find the floor, but good. Oh, that's a double. Emily Terry keeping them off balance, and Hermantown doubling it over.
Yeah, again, they're just, Hermantown does not seem like they're moving their feet real well. They've got, it looks like they got 2 or 3 just ungodly athletes. They are just, this one right here, watch.
Yep, number 1.
Just absolute cannon. She comes out of the middle. Anything above the net, she is so athletic she gets to, and that's just a huge kill for Sierra Bowling.
And we need to feel pretty fortunate that they can't stay in system, because I think if they could stay in system and pass halfway decent, that it'd be a lot different match tonight.
Yeah, and we've seen, and flat out, we've seen what they look like in system. We were down 5-1, so
right.
In that. So here we are now, up 2-1,
and Peyton Seuss just with a kill on the outside as Bailey
ripped it.
As Bailey Berge goes back to serve now. Bailey's been serving strong and gets an ace.
Boy, beautiful ace there. And again, all it is they get it away from the libero. They don't care which direction it goes, but it's got to be away from the libero.
And that was a great decision by Adam Early to stay away from her. Berge again going. She hits the libero that time. Going to be rolled over, picked up by Berge. Abby going to Emily Terry. Maddie Bigelow. Couldn't quite find the floor. And off the hands and finds the floor.
Another lefty. I swear, how many lefties do they have?
I don't know, Dave, but
maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's deceiving when they come up and hit. You're used to lining up on the right-handed hitter, and all of a sudden they swing them to the left.
Yeah, I think the coach recognized there, because
Ellie Schultz with a absolutely perfect pass going out to Maddie Bigelow, and Maddie hits the top tape.
And again, the nerves, sometimes the nerves are setting in a little bit, but again, we've been here, and like to see this. Peyton Seuss out of the middle.
Tips it. Hermantown going to have to just roll it
Another
over.
lefty.
Picked up by Ellie going backside and couldn't quite get it back over as that got a little bit away from Abby Bigelow.
Yeah, and that was just too bad there. Jess sits off that back set, but Abby shoots it a little too far out.
Yep. Serves up. Ellie having a tough time keeping it up.
Wow.
Good job by
Got a little
Casson.
ping pong.
Yeah, by keeping that in play, and
Oh,
a big
wow.
block by Peyton Seuss, but Hermantown able to keep it up. Picked up by Kendra Senzo. Good time for a dump, but couldn't quite find the floor.
One got a piece of it that time.
Yep. Peyton Seuss now going from the outside, picked up by Hermantown. Good job by Hermantown just keeping that in play. Berge going out to Peyton, and a little miscommunication there as this one's rattling around quite a bit. And I tell you what, number one with a big swing, Ellie laid off of it and hits it out of bounds.
Yeah, that just hit the top tape and it put enough angle on it to go out of bounds. Otherwise, I think that'd have been about a 9-foot kill there.
Dave,
so.
you are 100% accurate with that number one, that Sierra. She is the athlete on the floor right now, and it's just too bad they can't feed her a little bit more.
Yeah, well, they can't pass.
Ellie Schultz rolling it over to Hermantown, now on the Hermantown side. Going to number one again, and deep cut shot.
What a cut. I mean, and then they pull her out. She must not pass either, but I can't imagine she'd pass any worse. But anyways.
Hermantown 5, KM 4 now with Hermantown up to serve. Hermantown serve. Ellie with a nice pass, going to Maddie Bigelow, and Maddie's going to find the floor on an off-speed shot.
Yeah, and as good as the libero service receives, she is that bad at
Diggs.
At Diggs.
Yeah.
She just hasn't dug a ball, I think, yet tonight. But boy, she could service receive. I'll tell you.
Anything above her waist, she has all kinds of
Look at
problems
that
controlling.
pass, though, right away.
Yeah, that's her serve receive is awful strong as she passed on a dime. Nice back set by Hermantown, and they found the floor.
Yeah, and here comes big number 10. In Ellie Gamrett. And I think they use her more as a decoy because they have her in with 13, Jordan Thomas there out of the front. So they like to run out of the middle.
Just like her with a big swing and splitting the block. And I tell you what, Jess fired that thing off.
Oh, that was a great hit by Jess. And, it kind of makes me think with their two best hitters that they must not see a lot of teams that serve the ball real well or they're just having an off passing night.
I don't know, but the libero serves well again. And number 13
we should think about
tips it to where we're not.
Yeah, we should think about covering that. She's tipped that to her left side every time. She's left-handed, so it's already over there, over a foot that you're not used to,
Yeah, and she was actually coming cross court with her shoulders the other way and tips it back. And she likes that tip. Peyton Seuss with the serve receive, going to Emily Terry. Emily Terry finding the back corner.
Just catches the back line.
And Emily having a nice night tonight as well as Peyton. And I tell you what, as well as the whole Comet team.
Yeah, and the hard part is Hermantown's just begging for a call, and they need one, to be honest. They got to get something. But boy, we've had some good calls and good things going for us. So.
All tied up at 7 now. Hermantown going backside. Off the hands of Emily Terry, goes out of bounds.
There again, 6'2", number 10, Ellie Gamrot. She's just a junior, so you're going to see her again.
Yeah, and I don't like that quick rotation because number 1 just came back in, Sierra Bowen for Hermantown.
And this is a big old block here.
Yep.
Look at Emily fight with it.
Yeah.
No. Call it on the net. That's all right.
Oh, I thought that hit a hand.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have the best view on this, and Adam's trying to get attention.
Yeah, Adam said that hit a hand too. Ooh, Adam not happy about that, and I don't blame him. I saw the hand too. It was a miss hit by Emily. Hit right off the block, and Emily picked it up as it came back, and still, Adam still wants an answer to this one. Yeah, and I don't blame him.
No, and this is what coaches are there for. It's like, hey, did that hit her or what?
Yeah, are you watching the game today or are you not?
Yeah, they're laughing, even giggling a little bit. So, are they going to replay it?
Yeah, they did. Adam fought for it and got the replay, and that's what he should have.
And that's a good. And the Hermantown can't argue with it. But there again, we're not saying they needed a call. They about got one.
Yep. Serves up. Oh, and
off under the point.
Yep. Ball never lies. Ball never lies as Hermantown gets the ace.
Yeah, now all of a sudden they built a little 9-7 lead, and that was a little miscommunication. If I was Peyton Seuss, I think I'd just let Bailey take that the way she's passing tonight.
Yeah, she's been passing real nice as Hermantown up to serve again. Going with some weird top spin. Going, Emily Terry blocked back. Great pickup by Peyton. Free balled over by Berge. Going backside to the number 10 and hits it out of bounds by about 3 feet. And that's a point for Casson.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing because they got like 4 lefties on the thing and they put the right-hander on the right side. I don't know what the heck's going on. I honestly don't. There's 2 left-handers right now in the front row.
Right.
And they play the right-handed. I don't know.
Ellie Schultz now serving right to the libero. Libero's passing dimes and
I guess one's a right-hander. My bad.
Yeah, and one just absolutely crushes it and tools the block.
Yeah, she is up there, and
we need to slide our block over a little bit because she's been cutting right pretty much the whole night.
Yep.
So we need to slide our block over, and we'll be just fine on her.
Yeah, I would say so too. That's a great pickup there.
Good pass going outside to Peyton. Peyton with a big swing, and that ain't gonna make it back.
And I'll tell you what, that play right there basically tells you that they have not seen an offense that can do what Casson is doing, because that number 1 back completely off the net once they saw that, and then here Peyton comes out with a one-on-one block with the shortest girl on the court.
And there's a ace by Berge again, and that might be her 4th ace. I don't know if they're keeping track or not. Service aces, Berge, yeah, that is her 4th ace.
And look at this, no aces by them.
Yeah. Berge again with the serve and having all kinds of trouble above the waist again for the libero from Hermantown, and she struggled handling that. Going to Maddie Bigelow, picked up by Hermantown, going outside, and just hits off the block, and Hermantown finds the floor, and we got Casson 10, Hermantown 11.
Yeah, that was a great play by Kiera Salo. She's an outside hitter, senior, 5'6" senior. Up in there, she plays all the way around for Hermantown.
Hermantown with the serve, going to go to Peyton. Peyton with a nice swing. Maddie Bigelow just lets it roll off her hands and gets the kill.
You know, and that is the hardest thing to do as a middle blocker, because here you are standing there and you want to hit that ball, right? But you got to wait for them to play it. And that was a great play by Maddie.
She did. She could have easily got called for a roof there. And I tell you what, another ace by Berge, and that's 5 aces on the night for Berge.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry. That was Abby Bigelow with the ace there. Sorry.
Yeah, she's probably got 5 too. So I mean,
well, that's at least her 3rd, because she had 2 going into this set. Hermantown just barely able to keep it off the floor there. Peyton with the big cut shot picked up by Hermantown.
Wow.
I don't know about that call either, but
that's a tough one.
Yeah,
it might have stuck. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that.
Well, it's tough. That's I think where the down ref needs to help the up ref, because she has her back to the to the up ref. Hermantown now with the serve taken by Schultz. Schultz with a nice serve. Good fake out there. I don't know if that one actually hit anybody, but that one's going to find the floor. As it just rattles around there like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what they put in the water up there to get so many lefties.
Wow.
I'm not kidding you. I think I've seen 4 or 5 lefties on this whole team. Like a team full of lefties.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, a little miscommunication on an overpass that could have been just
There's another lefty.
Going outside to Carolyn Braun. Carolyn picked up, though, by the libero from Hermantown. Hermantown going, and another lefty. We're not... It is funny watching these lefties hit.
It's 14-13 right now. 15's the left-handed.
Yep. Berge going outside. Just pushed over to Hermantown. Hermantown now going backside as a swing and finds the floor off Carolyn's block as Carolyn gets a block there.
I don't know what to say or do. I don't understand. I will say, I mean, there's times, and we're pretty hard on our coaches, right?
Oh,
so this will be sometime when I can say, right now, Adam is absolutely out-coaching Hermantown.
And great hustle trying to keep it as that ball rolled off the tape about 8 feet as it found the floor for Hermantown.
Yeah, Adam is just, I mean, he's got this team playing well, but really, I'm not sure what Hermantown is doing.
I don't either.
Well,
KM
there's another lefty serving, by the way.
There you go. Good swing by Jess Riker, and boy, she's hammering that block off.
Yeah, that's a great swing right there. And you know, and as often as I say, you got to find different ways to get side outs. It sure is fun watching a big old hit when he side it out.
Oh, it sure is. I think honestly, Dave, we got them on their heels enough right now where we could tip this one out.
Boy, we could do just about anything, that's for sure. But you know, we're only up 15-13, and you know how this all shifts. So.
Yep. As number 10 tools our block for Hermantown and gets a kill themselves, and now it's KM 15, Hermantown 14.
Yeah. And the crowd is in. Crowd is in anticipation.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh, as we overpass, there's number 13, and she's a nice ball player for Hermantown.
Yeah, she is a nice ball player.
Swings it, but she hits it out of bounds.
She's real creative with her side outs. Obviously, you know, and that's what I love about players is when they get creative about their side outs. So,
yeah,
does a good job there.
Like we said, Dave, she's a senior. She's played a lot of ball over her years, and she knows as number 10 for Hermantown hits it out of bounds on that one.
Yeah, and there again, you know, she's been blocked 2 or 3 times, and that's the hit that the block didn't touch, does stats, but it is there. So,
and going right after the ones that we called in the first 10 to 30 seconds.
Again, I'm not trying to be negative, but there's 7 other girls on the bench. They have to be able to at least let the ball hit them and get it closer than what they're passing right now.
I tell you what, you know, and we talked about it early, Hermantown has all kinds of firepower, but they have nothing for passing.
Oh, their back row is miserable.
Even the libero, if it's above her waist, she can't pass with a hoot either for Hermantown.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with them. So it just is kind of throwing me for a loop, to be honest. You got 7 left-handers on the team.
You know, Dave, I'm not gonna lie. Our serving is probably the best I have seen it this year, though.
And you know, you are absolutely right there. And I apologize. You know, and sometimes I just look at. It's always easier, especially for me. I do enough coaching where I see more negative than I do positive, but. And I can't believe it. We are playing very well. We got them on their heels. Yep. We're using a lot of different hitters. Obviously, I'm assuming trying to save Peyton's arm here a little bit. Usually it's nothing for her to get, 70, 80 attacks a night a lot of times.
Well, she was just sitting at 28 after the second, so not probably at her total.
Yeah,
her normal total. As 13, the lefty, good job by Terry keeping it off, but just gets sucked into the net just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit is right. Good try there by Terry, though, to get in there.
Yep. As our dig was just firing into the net a little hard to get a piece of that.
Yeah, but again, out of system, and we did just fine.
Yep. So 13 now with the serve, serves it out of bounds. She was going for the paint line.
The seniors got to step up and hit that.
Berge with the nice eye on that one, lets that fly out of bounds.
Yeah. And it's hard because you get down, and here she was down 3 points, and you think you can get them all back in one. So you get juiced up back there, and you just wail on it.
Yep. So serves up. Oh, wow. This one's just going to be pushed over. Oh, and a double as there's just the wheels are off the bus. Let's call it what it is for Hermantown.
They go into that again, huh?
Well, they can't communicate.
I know.
I've seen more communication errors on this team than I've seen in a long time, especially for a state caliber team. As number 1 gets a good set, but rolls it. One wants a piece of that one, and she got it again on the overpass.
Yeah, she is athletic, boy. And what I mean by that is, she may not be the best she's not the best volleyball player sitting out there, but she is the most athletic girl. So
Kendra Senzel with the pass going outside to Peyton Sears. Peyton just mishits it high. Just didn't come off her hand quite right there.
Well, I think she's used to going up against one of those 6-foot girls over there on the right side. So,
right.
All of a sudden, she just hit completely over the top of the block.
Kendra Senzel with a nice pass again.
She won't make that mistake again.
No, and you get number 11 moving side to side for Hermantown, and that's not a good thing.
Again, you got 7 girls on the bench that wow. But I don't know.
I think that's I feel the ice cracking beneath our feet. As Berkey now with the serve. Ooh, Berkey serving hard, but couldn't quite get it down.
Yeah, I mean it is a serving game that we are keeping it away from the libero. That is the entire game, and and that's what's happening. So, is there a 9 o'clock game tonight?
No. Nope, this is the last game of the night, I do believe, as Peyton Seuss from the back row just hits it deep, and again, nobody there, and that was just a deep roll shot, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I gotta try to stay positive here, but I'm like thinking to myself, I would be mad if my 8th grade team missed that.
Yeah.
So, but good. I mean, great for the comments.
And another ace by Abby Bigelow, and I tell you what, I think she's at 4 or 5 herself, and
yeah.
And I think
going to have to.
They're calling the timeout as Cassin's 23 to 18, and
she doesn't know exactly what to do here on this.
No, and I tell you what, Dave, it looks like we're going to be playing for at least 4th in this tournament, and that's a dang good thing.
I'll say so, because again, and I believe on the other side it was. I'm going to have to look it all up.
Well, Maple Lake is playing Dillsworth. And they're just getting ready to start. That court over there is running way behind.
Yeah, and Maple Lake is the number 2 seed, if I'm not mistaken. And
yes, they are.
Is the at-large kind of seed,
and we'll more than likely end up seeing them tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I believe, haven't we played Maple Lake before?
We have. We played them in the 2A showcase, and we lost in 2 to them. And
I believe that was the game, though, that actually started. Was that the one where Emily Terry actually got bopped in the nose with the ball?
I do believe it was.
And we played without our middle. Is basically what happened. Caroline Braun was our middle there for
Abby with another nice serve going up.
Look at that, though.
Great job by just keeping it off the floor there, as they had Hermantown had a nice tip going off the high hands. And Abby Bigelow trying to sell that like nobody's business that they didn't touch it. She's celebrating, and probably went off her hands.
Yeah, I would guess so, because that thing shot up like a rocket too. So,
as Hermantown now with the serves up. Maddie Bigelow to Abby Bigelow going backside to Peyton Seuss, and Peyton Seuss.
Hey, Darren's in the game though. Yeah, Peyton Seuss is just having her way with whatever she wants.
I got to touch game
ball
right there.
In the game ball. Let's hope that was good luck.
Game point here.
24-19.
Woo! And I tell you what, Hermantown just gonna roll it over, and here it comes right here. This is gonna do it, I think. That's the one right there, and it's over.
Cassin with a big kill.
Cassin advances in 3 and shows the state why we're the number 3 seed, Dave.
Yeah, what a great outing on that. And boy, coming out and watching Hermantown in warm-ups, everybody was pretty worried, I would think, and then all of a sudden you come back and you look at this, and you're right. Boy, volleyball ain't much fun if you can't pass, and they had the front row to do whatever they wanted to do.
Well, here's the nice thing if you're Coach Adam Van Ort. The Maple Lake game hasn't even started. You got all night to scout them.
Yeah, isn't that great coming on? I don't know who won the game before there, but yeah, boy, here we are. We're going to be back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I believe. Same bat time, same bat channel.
I believe it is, and congratulations to the Comets. They've worked hard this year, and they went through a lot of ups and downs, and to be on this stage and being a top 4 team guaranteed now in the state is very impressive. So,
very
good job to the Hermantown team as they're coming over to talk to their fans. They did a nice job here tonight.
Yeah, they did do a nice job. Again, obviously you got what you got, and I'm guessing for them to get there was a huge deal. They just normally, I'm assuming just getting here was probably their goal this year, where Adam's goal is obviously always taken first. So,
yeah.
Wow. I mean,
I think it just speaks loud at how good volleyball is in that southeastern Minnesota, Dave. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, it sure does. Well, we'll go over a few stats here and go from there. Let's start up here with Hermantown, actually. Hermantown finished hitting 149 on the night. She had 29 set assists between 2 setters, because they run a 6-2 there. And basically 37 digs. And, kind of scary, but for Blackmer points, they only scored 2 points, I think, off the blocks. Or block hits. And So, boy, a great job all the way around there for Cat. And you go ahead and read Casson's.
Oh, right. Yeah, you bet. So we got Maddie Bigelow with 6 kills on 13 attempts, hitting 385. We got Abby Bigelow with 3 kills on 8 attempts, hitting 250. Emily Terry with 6 kills out of 13 attempts, hitting 308. Peyton Seuss, 21 kills on 40 attempts, so that's way below her average, even for 3 sets, hitting 375, having an outstanding night. Jess Riker, 4 out of 14 for 214. I don't remember her taking 14 swings, but these are official, unofficial, as we get this right from the state. And I'll tell you what, folks, we talked about passing. Casson with 15 aces and Hermantown with 1. I mean, that says it all right there, right?
That's 14 free points.
That
we'll
is.
take that.
That is. And Abby Bigelow having 4 aces. Bailey Berge with 5 aces. Ellie Schultz with 3 aces. Peyton Seuss with 2. And Kendra Stenzel with 1. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, as far as digs, we ended up with 45 digs on the night, which we outdid Hermantown by 8 on that. Bailey Berge with 13 digs leading the Comets, and Peyton Seuss with 9 coming in second, and Abby Bigelow with 7 digs. And I tell you what, Dave actually read it wrong. Each team actually had 4 block aces. Block attempts or block aces?
I'm not sure.
Anyways,
it don't
anyway, we don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
No. Team total blocks is 4, so
okay,
that's
looked even.
Here, yeah, total team blocks was 4.
And bottom line, 15 aces. We hit 257. They hit 149, and that's the story, right?
Yeah,
there.
That's all it takes, right there.
Yep.
So. Boy, a wonderful first outing here. Obviously, we are going to be one of the top 4 teams in the state. We can't tell you who we play simply because
we don't know yet.
We don't know yet, is right. And 8:10, the band is out of here and everything. We're going to probably stick around and see Maple Lake here for a little bit. So,
yeah.
Boy, fantastic. Boy, you got anything else to say? I mean, it's going to be same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I'm sure you're going to be here, right?
I'm going to be here with bells on.
Well, you can't miss it. We just can't miss it.
And I tell you what, it gets tougher from here on out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot tougher, and I think Adam was right when he said he thought Hermantown would probably be the weakest team in the state tournament this year. And granted, yes, we played very well, but Hermantown didn't seem to be a caliber of team that would even finish in the top 5 of our conference.
Right.
Which, of course, we're lucky to finish in the top 5 of our conference.
Right.
So, good job all the way around, and excellent way to go. So,
as we're going to sign off here for tonight, great job with the Comets, Adam Van Ort and assistant coaches, Gaia Buck and Yvonne Van Ort. And I tell you what, we're back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Yep, we'll see you then, guys.